Okay, so today I want to answer the question, what's the difference between corporate narration and corporate e-learning?
Every moment is a teachable moment.
Okay, I get this question a lot. What is the difference between corporate narration and corporate e-learning? And I'm going to tell you that the main difference between the two is the focus on the purpose. For corporate narration, I consider things that are sales-based or sales-oriented to be a corporate narration piece of copy or a corporate narration genre. So if it is a company that has a product or a service to sell and they're talking about that product or service, or if they're talking about their brand and about what they stand for and what their mission is, that's really more of a sales-based message. And that's where I feel corporate narration comes into play. So for those companies that aren't necessarily going to have a commercial or a commercial on television or a radio spot talking about that product or service that is limited to 60 seconds, corporate narration allows companies to be able to expand on that product or service and take longer to develop a story or to emphasize a point. That deems it corporate narration. And again, it's longer than a 30 or 60 second commercial. And it can be, I would say, almost up to 4 minutes long, because I feel like if you're taking longer than 4 minutes to kind of sell your product or talk about your mission statement or what your company stands for and maybe how you give back, corporate responsibility, all of those things that really have a sales intent behind them. If it's taking you longer than 4 minutes, you're probably explaining how to use those products or services, and then it becomes more of a corporate training or a corporate e-learning. So the difference between corporate narration and corporate e-learning or corporate training is going to be corporate narration is sales focused and corporate training is going to be much more education based, or corporate e-learning. I actually use the two of them interchangeably, corporate e-learning as well as corporate training. I think that if you're going to create demos for both genres, they really deserve to have their own demo, because then you're focusing on two entirely different buyers. People who want to buy, a company that wants to buy and use sales to communicate to their potential clients is going to be different than a company that buys for internal training, right? Or training of their product and service. And so because the message is so different, I truly believe that in order to effectively market to those different buyers, a different demo is necessary. If you'd like to hear more business tips, make sure to check out my videos here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.